The 1970s were a transformative decade for the NFL, and no team dominated that era quite like the Pittsburgh Steelers. From humble beginnings as one of the league's perennial underperformers, the Steelers rose to unprecedented heights, winning 4 Super Bowls in 6 seasons and establishing themselves as a dynasty. Anchored by the ferocious steel curtain defense, the precision of quarterback Terry Bradshaw, and a roster stacked with Hall of Fame talent, the Steelers set a standard of excellence that resonates to this day. This is the story of the Pittsburgh Steelers in the 1970s, a team that redefined greatness in professional football through grit, innovation, and an unbreakable will to win. Their legacy goes far beyond the championship. It's a tale of resilience, community, and a commitment to excellence that changed the NFL forever. Before their meteoric rise, the Steelers were far from a powerhouse. Founded in 1933, the franchise spent decades as one of the NFL's least successful teams. They managed only a handful of winning seasons in their first 40 years and were often overshadowed by more dominant franchises. Pittsburgh football fans were loyal but starved for success, enduring years of frustration as other teams claimed glory. The turning point came in 1969 with the hiring of Chuck Noll as head coach. Noll, a former assistant with the Baltimore Colts, brought a disciplined and methodical approach to rebuilding the team. His first season was a struggle, with the Steelers finishing 1-13, but Noll's vision for the team was clear. He emphasized fundamentals, discipline, and building through the draft, a strategy that would soon pay dividends. Noll's brilliance as a talent evaluator became evident with the 1974 NFL Draft, widely regarded as the greatest draft class in league history. That year, the Steelers selected 4 future Hall of Famers: wide receiver Lynn Swann, linebacker Jack Lambert, wide receiver John Stallworth, and center Mike Webster. These players would become the backbone of a dynasty, complementing an already formidable roster that included stars like Joe Green and Terry Bradshaw. This infusion of talent, combined with Noll's leadership, laid the groundwork for the Steelers' dominance in the decade ahead. The once embattled franchise was now poised to rewrite its history. At the heart of the Steelers' dynasty was the steel curtain defense, a unit that struck fear into opponents and controlled games with its relentless aggression. This defense was the epitome of teamwork, blending raw physicality with strategic brilliance. Led by Hall of Famers Joe Green, Jack Ham, Jack Lambert, and Mel Blount, the steel curtain became the standard by which all great defenses are measured. The steel curtain's dominance was evident in its ability to stifle opposing offenses. The front four, anchored by Green and L.C. Greenwood, consistently disrupted plays in the trenches, forcing hurried throws and stuffing the run. Lambert and Ham, known for their intelligence and ferocity, roamed the field making crucial tackles and game-changing interceptions. Meanwhile, Blount's physicality and ability to shut down receivers in man coverage revolutionized the cornerback position. His dominance was so impactful that the NFL implemented the Mel Blount rule in 1978, limiting defensive contact with receivers. One of the defining moments of the steel curtain came during Super Bowl IX, where they held the Minnesota Vikings to just 17 rushing yards and prevented them from scoring an offensive touchdown. This defensive masterclass secured a 16-6 victory and delivered the franchise's first championship. The steel curtain's identity was now synonymous with dominance, resilience, and impenetrability. While the steel curtain provided the foundation, the Steelers' offense, led by quarterback Terry Bradshaw, delivered the firepower needed to win championships. Bradshaw, the first overall pick in the 1970 NFL Draft, endured early struggles, including criticism for his inconsistency. However, he matured into one of the most clutch performers in NFL history, known for his powerful arm and ability to shine on the biggest stages. Bradshaw's partnership with wide receivers Lynn Swann and John Stallworth became one of the most dynamic duos in NFL history. Swann's acrobatic catches and Stallworth's precise route running added a new dimension to the Steelers' offense. Their ability to stretch the field complemented the team's punishing ground game, led by running back Franco Harris. Harris's physicality and consistency made him the centerpiece of a rushing attack that wore down defenses and controlled the clock. One of Bradshaw's most iconic moments came in Super Bowl X against the Dallas Cowboys. With the game hanging in the balance, Bradshaw launched a 64-yard touchdown pass to Swann, who made a breathtaking leaping catch. This play not only sealed a 21-17 victory, but also symbolized the Steelers' ability to thrive under pressure and deliver in critical moments. The Steelers' dynasty was defined by their unparalleled success in the postseason. From 1974 to 1979, Pittsburgh captured 4 Super Bowl titles, a feat unmatched at the time. Each championship run highlighted different aspects of their greatness. Super Bowl IX, 1974 season, the steel curtain dominated, and Franco Harris was named MVP after rushing for 158 yards and a touchdown. The victory marked the Steelers' arrival as a legitimate powerhouse. Super Bowl X, 1975 season, Lynn Swann's acrobatic catches earned him MVP honors, while the defense held the Cowboys in check during a tense fourth quarter. Swann's performance included a 161-yard receiving game that remains one of the greatest in Super Bowl history. Super Bowl 13, 1978 season, Bradshaw threw for 318 yards and 4 touchdowns, earning MVP honors in a high-scoring thriller against the Cowboys. The game is often regarded as one of the greatest Super Bowls ever played. Super Bowl 14, 1979 season, Stallworth's 73-yard touchdown catch and Bradshaw's composure secured a hard-fought win over the Los Angeles Rams, cementing the Steelers' place as a dynasty. The Steelers' ability to adapt and excel in high-pressure situations solidified their reputation as the team of the decade. Each championship showcased their resilience, versatility, and knack for rising to the occasion when it mattered most. The Pittsburgh Steelers of the 1970s left an indelible mark on the NFL. Their dominance redefined what it meant to be a championship team, blending physicality, strategy, and star power. The Steel Curtain defense remains a gold standard for excellence, while the offensive innovations led by Bradshaw and Knowles' leadership continue to influence the game. Beyond the X's and O's, the Steelers became a symbol of Pittsburgh's blue-collar ethos. The team's hard-nosed style reflected the city's industrial roots, forging a bond between players and fans that endures to this day. The Steelers' success brought pride and unity to a city that had endured economic struggles, making their achievements even more meaningful. The Pittsburgh Steelers dynasty of the 1970s wasn't just about winning, it was about building a legacy of greatness. From the Steel Curtain defense to Bradshaw's heroics, every piece of the puzzle contributed to a golden era that transformed the franchise and the league. The lessons of teamwork, resilience, and innovation from this era remain relevant to this day. Today, the Steelers' success during the 1970s serves as a blueprint for sustained excellence, a testament to what can be achieved through vision, determination, and unrelenting dedication. For fans and historians alike, the Steelers' dynasty remains one of the greatest stories in the history of professional football, a golden standard of what it means to truly dominate the game.